Hey,
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
back.
how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, we gonna rename this starting right now. We gonna take the week in review off, and we just gonna be Flint in review because we may have to go back on something that happened a couple months ago. We need updated or something. So whatever is popping, that's what we gonna put in this. Now this been a popping week. It been popping. What you think, Satar?
It has.
You done earned your nickname. Um,
Or what nickname?
Fire.
Oh,
And
I
you got me lit.
all right.
You got me lit, and you got me quick on my feet. Cause when you came off on me today, you like, big dummy. They already got the plans. But I was like, hold on. I was like, man, you can't go at fire like she your typical candidate. So I said, you right, and you got to learn how to move. So I said, okay. And I said what I had to say about there's new businesses and new stuff that's coming up. And if we got people already in office that let all of this, and by the way, I've been talking about those battery plants.
You have.
I've been asking them to get involved in those conversations before they was making these deals.
You have.
I've been asking why we ain't trying to at least tell us no.
Yeah,
At least reach out and be told no.
you're right.
What all we need? I'm gonna keep it real with you. If I was any elected official,
Hmm.
county commissioner, state rep, mayor, not this council itself for Eric Mays, um, Eva Worthy, and Jerry Winfrey Carter, except for them three. Now,
Hmm.
them three, I also was expected to be in this group. Jim Antoinette, uh, the senator, everybody, every people that want to run for office, people that used to run the city, everybody should have been talking about we need this plant because that's what's wrong with Flint politics. If something like that is vital, a $1 billion plant coming into the billions of dollars, not billion, they're giving at least two, am I right? Satara know more about. I know, I'm a bottom line guy. Satara like to, okay, they started here and then go all the way down to the end result, and that's cool. That's why she on my team. Because if I jump on everything and I gotta go from the top all the way down to the bottom, I can't attack too many issues. But when I got a person like Satara, that's okay, Rich, that's inaccurate, that's misinformation, that's real information. I'm cussing this person out. Okay, that's what we rolling with. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got to then somebody come at me wrong, man. Look, man, you gonna try to check fire on that? You gonna try to check fire on that? I don't think so. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So all I want to do, we need to be more fighting. Now, a lot you had a whole lot of stuff pop. Now I gotta get on this Tanya Burns and Eric Mays situation.
Okay.
First of all, Eric Mays has filed suit. He's suing. I think he's suing everybody involved except Tanya Burns. And I think Tanya Burns got this started and got out the way in the nick of time because she's very smart. Credit where credit is due. But at the end of the day, if it's fair, Eric has received, he's going to win. He's going to get his seat back. Whatever he's trying to get in conversation, he's going to get it. Now, another thing that has been quiet is the board and ethics accountability investigation. And now all of a sudden, where is Pastor Gilbert at these city council meetings? You've been at city council meetings for years doing all this chaos.
Mm.
Now all of a sudden, we at the heat of the morning, like, hold on, is it chaos, confusion, or they just don't know what's going on, or is blinding the people?
So, so Rich, what you're saying is that I'm sorry, I was kind of a little preoccupied a little bit. But so you saying that Pastor Gilbert always showed up to council
He
meetings?
has always been at city council meetings for years.
So now,
And the last couple of meetings, I haven't seen his presence. I hope everything is healthy wise,
okay,
not why he's not there. Good. Let's get that straight.
okay.
That's the, and then I'm also, whatever the reason is, I'm accepted to it because in the past he wasn't on this board and that board. So they may have a school board meeting now while we're having city council meeting. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know why he's not there. I just said I noticed he's not there, and this is a good time for him to be there.
Well, I know the school board got some big fish to fry them damn selves, so that could be the issue.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pointing the finger, but I ain't, like making I'm just saying he ain't there, and he needs to be there. But whatever reason he give, I'm not finna be, oh, that ain't true. I ain't finna do none of that. It is what it is. I'm not finna try to, cause see, that's what's wrong with people. They accuse somebody of something and then they make it true. I'm just making a statement. I don't see him there, and he been there for years. No one can get on and dispute me on that.
Yeah.
You see, that's all I'm trying to do.
And Rich, let's be honest. He might be just tired of the mess. Shit, if he been coming.
Man, no, he's on the board of ethics and accountability as a chair. He can't get tired. Well, you gotta get that seat up or something.
That's where I was getting ready to go with that. Maybe he's tired, and maybe he need to give it up.
I don't know, but like I said, that's be positive because, like I said, he has been going there for years, and now he's missing. He got other things on his plate, so that's just.
Well, let's address that ethics and accountability board. It's more than just him on that board that we don't see at the meetings. So I feel
speaking to the public. No, we don't really get a lot of. I think that all of their meetings are supposed to be recorded, just like the city council meeting.
But what I'm saying though, Rich, is if we gonna point the finger at Pastor Gilbert, then we need to point it at
all of them and give him. I gave him credit.
Who's
He's been coming there invisible for years.
Who's on the board?
I don't know, but I know he's the chair. And the reason why I don't know is because I don't know how it's so many moving parts all around the city. And I know for a fact that the day that I was in the board and ethics accountability meeting, when he was pronounced chair, and I forgot the name. And that's another thing. I may know everybody on the board of accountability and don't nobody named but Pastor Gilbert. I'm just gonna keep it real with you.
I got you.
But I know for a fact that that day when Pastor Gilbert was talking as the chair, and I forgot who was talking as the co-chair, the other members, that has changed. That probably changed that same meeting because it was one lady that used to be the chair was definitely stepping down because of that election. Remember, they got in right at the change of the guard. So that was one of the first meetings with the new administration. So that was like some of their departing ways, So I know it had changed since that day, and I'm not gonna even lie. I ain't been back.
Okay.
It's not people ain't sharing it to you, or you gotta run and get into it. And I'm doing too much now. I'm just being honest, and that's another problem that needs to be addressed, because it's people like me, it's people like you, it's people like Jaleel that are doing too much. We're on everything. We on as much as we can be on. We can't be on everything, but it's so many people that are only on stuff that are in front of the camera. And let me say something about being in front of the camera. I ain't always been in front of the camera. I started off behind the camera. I love being behind the camera. Eric Mays was the one that told me, like, Rich, I see what you're doing. I see how you're moving. You might as well step up because you're going to do it anyway, so you might as well step up now. And I didn't listen to him. But what happened was At first, I wasn't even behind the camera. I was a supporter because there was so many people that were doing so many things, speaking up, and we had Leroy Jackson videotaping everything. So I would be a share on Facebook. Somebody do some attacking, I'll, attack a little bit in the comment section. And then all of a sudden, Leroy disappeared. So now all of a sudden, I just started recording. Now, I got to jump in front of the camera because the big muscles, like we were talking about at the church, their voices, they kind of, faded. I shared a video from 2016 when we attacked Lansing. And I titled it, "What Happened to That Energy?" Because if we get one bus to go up to Lansing to protest anything, we can get a bus to protest this law settlement. After these people, well, let me take that back. These people may, when they get these checks, we may have a whole lot of new voters and everything. Things make the city, these checks may change this city. These people that are nonchalant may not be nonchalant no more. When they don't get what they're expected, when they find out about how they got to wait forever for their kids, when they realize that they can't sue the state, only their kids can. I mean, the federal, only kids can. And a lot of them probably pissed off like Jaleel was yesterday because of all of this last minute paperwork they want them to turn in by the 12th. So
by the 12th of what?
This month.
By the 12th of May?
Yeah.
So when did they get the paperwork?
Man, they got it in January. Well, that's why I'm saying.
How is that last minute if they got it in January and they got all the way to May? That's 5 months.
Well, what I'm saying is some people are just getting it. A lot of people that got it, even some of the ones that got it in January, still are confused today about how to do it.
I can understand that. I was just wondering how it was last minute.
Yeah, but and then it's still, and then you listen. Come on, man, they're giving it to you in the mail. Yeah. How many people threw it away?
Yeah.
Well, it's but what I'm saying, even the ones that got it, like Jaleel, Jaleel was on it. Mm-hmm. He's still getting paperwork to qualify. That's what he was saying yesterday.
Yeah.
You see, that's what he was saying. And I agree with him 2,000% when he say that they should be coming to us. We shouldn't, like Miss Claire and them, when we did our anniversary, that's another lowly supported event. But just like Michael Clack declined to talk a little bit, I'm going to decline to talk because I can see some of the workings and I understand why that is declining. As far as the rock.
I want to say something to that because I think it's a shame that we even can say that we're having an 8-year anniversary of this foolishness, right? And I just, like Michael Clack and I were talking about it just a little while ago. Why are we still talking about this? Why do we still have to be talking about this, Rich? It's I get tired.
Hold on, wait a minute. This is the sad part, Satara. Why did I have to make it a point to dedicate Flint Voices on Saturday to the Water Warrior Special, to do the best that I can to bring up, to keep the light, let people know, hey man, this ain't over. It's actually people out here talking about, Rich, fight for prison reform. The water crisis is dead. It's over. Man, we tired of that. How you tired of something that's 8 years old that shouldn't even been a year old, just to keep it real? And prison reform, prison problems, police brutality, all of that been problems before we was born. But that's the mentality that we have in our city. And that's the same attitude they got towards this water settlement until they get them checks. When they get them checks, and hopefully After they get them checks, some attorneys say, okay, now that's time. Let's go get these people like Rich Jones that did not think. Let's ask him how much he want. How much would he settle for? See, that's a shame when you get attorneys that don't ask you what you want. They treated us like 411 pain.
Rich, why would they ask you what they want when they getting 33 in the third? So they can make it whatever they want because they getting 33 in the third or whatever.
What I mean by that, I'll help you with that. I'll rather, okay, let's just say the 33 and the third is what is $200 million, am I right? Out of the 600 million?
Shit, too goddamn much.
How much is that out of 6 billion? That's $2 billion. I'd rather have attorneys fighting over getting them $2 billion and getting us $4 billion at the end of the day than 600 million, and they splitting 200 million.
Well, maybe that's the thing though. They figured that they could fight this and they could win this as opposed to fighting for that.
Who wouldn't settle for? I would give it to them too.
That's my point.
I would have like, hell, y'all want $1 billion? Here, I'll give y'all $1 billion.
It's the fight though, but then Mick, Rich, you gotta still.
It wasn't no fight. It was a lack of communication. It was a lack of understanding. We was only forced to opt in to sign paperwork to be a part of the lawsuit.
Mick, but Rich, at the same time though, they knew what was going on, and then we had people like Reggie Davis that knew exactly what was going on, and he sat in there and allowed that shit to happen too. So I can't
get on them. But when these people get these checks, they're gonna have to answer some questions.
Absolutely, and I'm sure he gonna get a whole lot of money.
He's gonna have to answer some questions.
But my point is this though: if you know that that's happening on the back end, and then you not fighting for at the plight of your people,
boy, you open up a can of worms, Tara.
I don't give a fuck. I don't
open up a can of worms, Tara.
That's
real talk.
Because
I would man, you about to man.
I would never be advocating for my people just to settle for anything. You're gonna tolerate this foolishness. I would never be advocating for my people just to settle and just to tolerate. No, we deserve a whole lot more. Absolutely, we should. And I would never do that. And I don't care what kind of excuses did you have. I heard him talk. I've heard him speak about what he thought was this and what he thought was that. And I was just working with this. No, you're an opportunist. And it was an opportunity for you to make a whole lot of money. And so that happened. Right. And I don't care what big words you use. And I don't care what other things that you use to say it, to spin it, to make it look pretty. At the end of the day, you knew you was going to get a check, a big ass check. And you did it at the plight of your people. Flat out. I don't give a fuck what you say, how you spin it. You can tell me that till you blue in the face. I feel like I feel. And I said what I said. And I'm not taking that shit back.
Amen.
It's stupid. Amen. And he did that shit at the plight of his people. It's profit over morals, like I continue to say.
And we got to change that.
For you. So then now you can feel like you better than somebody else because now you live in Grand Blanc and you ain't got to deal with the water situation. Fuck you.
It's called take a loss for your city. See, that's what we ain't got nobody willing to take a loss for our city. You got to be willing to take a loss for your city. You got to see a gain and say, hey, man, I don't want that. Do something for my people.
Judicial injustice is said you need to know the administrative law, and then also said you need to know the federal rules of civil procedure. That may be true, but I also know it was morally right.
But the procedure and all that, we ain't concerned with judicial. I'm a bottom line man, and I'm talking about 600 million. No matter what procedure or whatever you took. 600 million, that should have been what one of them attorneys should have been asking for. I want this for myself. I want my people getting at least 50,000 when it's all said and done. Every citizen in Flint, including me. I'm the bottom line. I am the guy that ain't trying to get no money for my house. That ain't, even though I've got whatever, I ain't trying to get no money for none of that. I ain't even trying to charge y'all for the gas that I use because I can't take a shower at my house, but I go somewhere else to take a shower. I'm not charging y'all for all of the cases of water that I put in my car. It's a lot of I put in other people's cars. I'm not charging y'all for none of that, but I'm a citizen of Flint and I deserve $50,000. And then you can start and go up. But right now, if I would have settled for that lawsuit, it's a part on there that said just because you sign up don't mean you will receive anything. That probably would be the check that I get. And some people are gonna get a check because of that part in that box. And some people are gonna think that's all right. It's the floor, not the ceiling, because they think they finna sue the federal government. They're gonna find out they over 18. They ain't finna be able to do nothing. Then them parents gonna find out that money is put in a trust fund until that child turns 19 years old, and you gotta take care of that child with no assistance until they're 19 years old. And if they allowed you to do that to take care of that child, how much would be there when they turn 19? And let's keep it real. How much of that 19? How much of that money are you gonna lose? Because they're gonna charge you to watch your money. Because they gotta have people to check, make sure the parent head is straight and all that other stuff. Well, it's a lot. It's a lot of charges. I remember one time, this real talk.
Rich,
I had a lot of money in the bank. Hold on, sister, I'm gonna give it to you. I had a lot of money in the bank, right? And I'm thinking like back in the day, put $1 in the bank, leave it for a year, come back, you got $100. I'm thinking like that. I go to the bank, I'm like, what happened to my money? I ain't made no withdrawal. They was charging me to keep my money. Ain't that something? And I'm hot because I try to get this light on and keep the studio view up. I'm feeling like I'm in
well, Rich, you gotta
the Bloom Center. I mean the Old Business Center.
Rich, you gotta understand how different accounts in the bank works, though, right? So if you
I really do, because guess what I did, Satara? I withdrew all my money.
Yeah, but see, so that's the thing, and it has nothing to do with those people and how they do it. So you have to make sure that you put it in the right list. And trust funds, they're not watching that like that, right? So what happens with that is they just make sure that nobody's taking it out, right? Boom, it's easy. But if you are able to get that money, it's different accounts that you can put that in that's going to draw different types of interest.
I hope so.
It is. It's different. That can draw different types of interest. So the mistake in having a savings account is if in a regular savings account you're not drawing any interest. So you can leave a bunch of money in there all the time, and you're not accruing any interest by leaving it in a regular savings account, right? So what you would do is, at a certain amount of money, like say you have a certain amount of money in some of these other accounts that you need to have, and this is why financial literacy is important. Certain accounts that you have, and you have to have a certain amount of money to keep these in accounts. And let's say a money market account, for instance. A money market account is just like a savings account, but that money is liquid. And when I say that money is liquid, it means that you can use it. You can draw it out in that. However, you have to keep that account at a certain point. Let's say at that is $30,000, and you have to keep $30,000 in this account. Now it's liquid, and you can draw from it. You can withdraw in it. You can put in it all you want, but it has to stay at that. It has to stay at that level. Now some of them is a combined. So your checking, your savings, and that all have to be 30,000. Some of them is just that money market that has to be 30,000. However, different times it is different times that you can accrue certain amount of interest in it. Like sometimes it's 3%, sometimes it's 5%, sometimes it's down to 1.7%, and it doesn't make any sense to keep your money in there. With that being said, you can close that out and put it into a different account. You can put it in a CD. You can put it into a bond. You can put it into things like that and make some different type of interest. Once the interest goes up again, you can put it back into that money market account. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to how that works, and that's why financial literacy is important, and that's why us to understand how our money works and where our money works and where it's going to work for us at.
And we need people. We need people to help make it like it's a whole lot of stuff like up here that people are down here when it comes to registering, getting it all together.
I was a bank manager. That's why I can tell you that.
You see what I'm saying? So we need more people like you. But hold on, let's just keep it real. It's people like you, far bank managing. They've been out there for years trying to teach people like me how to come down there and do the right thing. We don't support that either. Forget that. The problem of it, the solution of it is, and I'm trying to think of a solution when it comes to this violence. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But what we got to do, we got to find a way, like you, like what we just talking about banking. We got to find a way to get to people that need to learn about banking, especially charge cards and interest rates and all of that. We need to get those people that really need to learn that. We need to find a way to get them to learn it. It's a shame that we have health navigators all around here. 2 or 3 people come up to their team. But yeah, we have a new shoe come out. They've been in the corner. You know, we gotta change our focus. We focus on the wrong stuff in all areas. We gotta start focusing on the right stuff. Even when it comes to getting something done, we don't get nothing done because we focus on something else. We don't focus on what we all agree on. We all need to do. We arguing over what we don't agree on. We got people like at the meeting. It wasn't his crowd. He got up and walked out. And that's the same behavior he's playing on the city council meeting. An important meeting when you're number 5. So when you get up, it's no more meeting. And we're talking about a garbage company that once again is getting money not to pick up trash that's on the curb. And when I say on the curb, I'm talking about in front of a land bank house, in front of Bursting, Sundays. Y'all know the mess y'all leave there. It's cleaned up, put on the garbage bag, put on the curb. Guess what I had to do? One of my neighbors pick it up, put it in front of your house so the garbage man to pick it up. All over the city, 90% of the thing that we call blight started on the curves. Wow. And we don't want to talk about that. And when I ran up on the mayor in Bursting when you was there. And that may be why you had to come off on, because he tried to play me like a dummy. I said, man, now you got this $16 million. That'll get a 30-day cleanup free. And that's on garbage day. That's pick up everything on every curve. On garbage day, just on garbage day, not every day of the week we running out there doing all. No, when it's your garbage day, if it's on the curb, that means you got $16 million and you got to put extra trucks out there or whatever. And then the community will bring the stuff that's been pushed to the back. We'll bring that up to the curb. Maybe you need to bring some of your jaws out or something to help pick up, like I just seen a car. A burnt up cars on Jameson Street. Almost right behind, the Club Corm is on Dewey. So that lot next door to Club Corm, and behind that is where that car is that I'm telling you about.
Okay.
So maybe you need some claws or something. And I done seen like bumper pieces and parts that you may need to just clear. I ain't seen too many cars like that. I ain't trying to say they all over,
But here's the thing, though, Rich. If they can call you to impound your car because you ain't got no damn license
they should be able to go get that car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They caught anybody doing this dumping, because I ain't gonna lie. I'm finna move some. Oh, let me finish telling y'all. So I'm telling them about my 30-day plan, right? Yeah, that is sound good. Then he called Commissioner Nolan over and say, "Hey, Commissioner Nolan, how many big pieces of furniture?" I'm like, "Hold on, cuz, man, I ain't claiming up here for this. I want you to leave Burston and ride down Dewey Street and look at all of them mattresses and stuff on the ground, on the curb.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to look at those mattresses on the curb. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about no large items in your house on no garbage. And in that situation, put all your large items out, because we talking about picking up everything that's on the curb on garbage day. So you got 50 big ass things in your house on garbage day, put them on the curb. I'm tired. I'm just real talk. I'm tired of conversations like that. I'm tired of it. It's killing Flint. We need to stop having them. If you ain't real, step out of the way.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
If you ain't willing to take a loss, take a loss.
Yeah.
Let some of these people that's telling you to do all this evil stuff, let them stop supporting you.
It's time. It is definitely
time. Take a loss.
It's definitely.
Oh no, man! I gotta dish y'all. I gotta do y'all like this. Cause then if I don't, my people gonna do me like this. I gotta watch out for my family. I gotta feed my kids. I got my, like you said, I got my big house nowhere near Flint. I hope that some of this stuff that these people are getting away with, because there's no voices out here. I hope that these people find something pissed them off, something click in their heads to make them turn this around, because it's way more people like me than it is that's making these decisions and these what I call dangerous power moves.
Why wasn't the water enough? Why wasn't the water enough? The water should have been enough to make people click. Why wasn't that enough?
Infighting, misinformation. You had people. You had to listen.
Rich, listen. What's misinformation that you can't use your water?
I'm talking about somebody that's fighting for you being lied on. Rich, somebody that's making changes.
Yeah.
Getting your city declared an emergency.
It should have been enough.
Getting attacked.
It should have
been enough. Instead of people like, man, we need to rally behind her. We need to stand up and fight, and we need to push her, because she was in office when they was talking about that 600 million, and I heard her say $1 billion. That's still not enough. What did I say? I said $6 to $7 billion.
Yeah.
I didn't say $1 billion. $1 billion is just like saying now you're gonna get $1, now you're gonna get $2. Yeah. They still pissed.
Yeah. I feel that.
Now every house that could stopping at 1,000, now you stopping at 2,000. You still pissed.
But Rich, the problem,
what's gonna change?
But Rich, the problem is it's not enough people that's pissed. And my point to that being is that should have been enough. It should have been enough that you're not able to use the water.
And you ain't lying.
And it
you're not lying. Hell now, these high water bills they paying some piss. It's a million things that should piss these people off. That, man, I ain't gonna lie. When I first came to Flint, I got tired of meeting people, because I've been gone for a long time. You know why I got tired, Satara? You know why when I met you, why I clicked with you so tough? You know why? I'm staying out the way. I'm staying out the way. Oh man, I'm just staying out the way. And that's back in 2014 and 15. But we don't say that no more now. We stopped saying that in 16. But 14 and 15, that's all you heard from people that like Jaleel Nume, my age, that should have been out there checking them young men, because back then they wasn't where they are now. So if we wouldn't have stayed out the way a couple of 8 years ago, a lot of these kids that we were staying out the way 8 years ago, guess what? They ain't here today. Ain't here today. You know why they ain't here today? Because we stayed out the way.
Hey, one of them real old school players told me a long time ago. We was out somewhere, and I think we was at the store, matter of fact. And we was standing there, we was talking. It was one of my uncle's friends, as a matter of fact. We standing there, we talking, and he said one of them came up, and he like, what's up? He said, what's up, young blood? And he said, no, G, just trying to stay out the way. And he said, you stay out the way by staying in the way. And at first it ain't make no sense to me. And then I was like, would you stay out the way by staying in the way? So
I stay in the way.
but
I mean, like people look at me like real talk. I done seen. I don't even know these kids. They don't even favor a dog my age that I could say maybe that's your mom or that's your dad. None of that. I know that they're driving them cars that they doing donuts. If you ain't tearing the tires up on that car, you know your rear, you're tearing your car up. You ain't one of them out there doing that, is you? Because all of them ain't. So you can't approach all of them and say that they is. So I know that ain't you. Then I run up on another guy that's sitting in the gas station all day. Then don't get out his car. I say, cuz, why don't you go down the beach and sit in your gas station in your truck all day and don't get out and let people walk to and from your car? Why don't you go and it's a gas station on South Saginaw Street. You're on North. It's a gas station on South Saginaw Street. Go park there. Don't get out your truck.
yeah.
I'm talking to a business owner. We're talking about nightclubs. Man, you want to get another nightclub? No, man. Why you don't want to get a nightclub? Because I got my parking lot. But they don't want to control the other part of the area. And then they want to sue me when somebody will go out there and do something stupid.
So Rich, let's talk about this though. So you running for state rep. What's your platform? Mm-hmm. What's your platform? So
right now, the first thing.
Let me say this. I'm asking you this. I'm saying this I'm saying this to you to say this, that August is right around the corner. And so now is the time, I feel like now is the time that you need to be stating your platform, and that's what you need to be working on, and not be worrying about.
That's what I've been working on. So that's why we got
go for it.
That's why we got the May the 14th announcement. Supposed to be the big announcement, but that's been over. So I guess now we just gonna go forward and just get fired up. And that's the same with Miss Karen Weaver. A lot of us knew she was running before she made that big announcement at that church, and a lot of people found out she was running after she made that announcement. So everybody don't know that I'm running, and some people gonna know after that announcement. So it's still good. But at that announcement, I'm gonna be letting them know that you're gonna be my in between if I'm elected. You're gonna be my liaison. You're gonna be my voice between Flint and Lance. So we're gonna continue these shows and stuff like that. So you're gonna be constantly hearing what's on the people's mind. And then you're gonna sit down, we're gonna talk, and then we got Joanna Underwood, who's a policymaker out of Detroit. And that's all she do. And the first thing that we're gonna do is she's gonna get in there, she's gonna try to find some kind of way, and I'm gonna assist her. I got to, I'm the man. But we're gonna work on finding a way to halt and maybe give some of this money, because they made a mistake when they gave us this money, this unemployment and this stuff. They made the mistake. And they want these people to pay that money back. And these people, they done already blew it, and some of them don't even got nothing to show for it.
Some of them.
And we gotta do, and see, that's a tyrant. Let me tell you something. A lot of people gonna be like, you don't know what he's talking about. And they ain't said nothing to me. Watch what happened after November the 8th. Because you gotta remember, a lot of these state reps, they weren't reaching back for this money. And they don't want to be out here talking about they agreeing or didn't fight hard enough. Remember we said the fight part?
Yeah.
I was already in office. Right now, I would be bragging my butt off like, man, I tried to tell them, I tried to get this person to come. I'll be out like campaigning with other state reps that I need to replace these other state reps that then voted to take all our money back. I would be, I would be with them, and I would be like, man, I tried to get them, I tried to explain. I would come. That's why I got you as a liaison. We're gonna try to build that morale up to where I say, hey, look, man, y'all gotta come. They ain't feeling me. Y'all gotta come up here and take this chamber over. I want to be that kind of legislation. I want to be the kind where you come up and you say we can.
Is this thing on? You ain't answered my damn question.
What's your question? I'm telling you my agenda. My agenda. This is what I want done. I want to instantly stop that. I want to build rec centers and attach learning centers on with them for our nonprofits, and I want to attach a modern day game room with that, and I want to have parenting classes for young men and young women, and I want other nonprofits in the building. But what was most important, I want to bring the word open back to recreation. I want to bring the word recreation back to not only the 70th district, to probably the state. This is probably a program of nothing, and we are losing the nothings by the numbers. The kids that we can save that would just come up in there to be in that game room. I'm up in the state. When money come in, we have decisions to make. This is where I'm fighting to put money at. Money comes in, different grants, different stuff comes up. I'm fighting for those grants to come here and provide those given things. I'm not in office yet, so I can't tell you everything. But once I get in office, that's why I got a policy maker, and that's why I got Satara. With those two people pushing me and telling me what to do, and then we got LaShawn that's always going to be chiming in off and on, that she's familiar with everything. I'm good. The city is good because we're going to be open. We're going to hear your desire. I'm going to let y'all know that I don't love that state zoo whatever they building over there by Kettering. I done forgot the name of it. The state park. I don't even know about how they wrote it up or all that. But when I get in there, that just say I was involved with the garbage contract with the city of Flint, which I wasn't. That just say I was though. I'll be sitting down on like, look, we got a problem with these land bank houses. How much do y'all want to pick up this trash in front of land bank houses on garbage day? And then I gotta go to the council like, hey, look, man, this is how much money, this is what it's gonna cost to have our streets of Flint treated like Grand Blanc on garbage day.
So, Rich, what are you gonna do as far as bringing in revenue to the city? Like, what are we gonna do with businesses?
I'm gonna fight. First of all, I'm gonna get that school debt. That debt that the public school owed to all state. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna need y'all. Now listen, everything that I want to do, if y'all don't stand behind me, is not getting done. Because if it would get done, I wouldn't have to put it up there for it to get done. These problems are older than some of us. These problems have been created by some of these same lawmakers that are creating other bad stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, and that's what it's all about. I love the first ward when push come to shove, how they packed the whole city council meeting, telling everybody how bad they treated every man and how much they want their city council. They even had one of them say, y'all can recall them, y'all can get the signatures. We ain't gonna do nothing but put them right back in. We need that ward, the second ward, the third ward, the fourth ward, the fifth ward, the sixth ward, the seventh ward, the eighth ward, the ninth ward, all of them piling up like that and filling up those chambers in Lansing. The next time they're doing a redistricting where people don't even know who they voting for this, they done changed up a whole lot of stuff. County commissioners too. And from what I heard about them, they just did it and said it's done. Like they had their own, they had their, like people have a political table talking about who they want to run. Like they had a little table, just sat down and, you know, they probably got titles, but they just, but they just sat down and drew their little new boundaries up. And it's a change. And it's and I gotta find a way. Somebody gotta step in and take my place. Because I can't do this. Because I'm not getting caught up in any county election fight. But somebody gotta take my place. Because I always, and then this is another reason why I'm running. Because I have always done a lot of stuff to support the city. One of the things that I have done is a voter awareness thing called Who's on My Ballot. And right now that is needed. And that is when I just pushed out to everybody how they could go out and find out, get a sample ballot. It's called michigan.gov/vote. And I may be wrong, but I used to pull everybody, all of the Democrats, all of them would come in, put your R signs, whatever they had, and we would invite the public in. But because
Hey Rich.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to pause this, brother, but man, Shatar, we got to get ready to shut it down, brother.
Oh yeah, we good. Hey, let me hold on. I'll give me 30 more seconds. Let me let you tell everybody know. And I want to thank you for this too, Mick, because you know you be
part
talking.
Of your 30 seconds though, Rich.
All right, okay, I got you. Now I need 10 more because you just But
Rich, come on, wrap it up.
I'm about to be done. Listen, you don't think I'll be listening to you, but I do. I just may not comment back, whatever. But I'm always.
Junior, quit going into that.
Now I got 15 seconds left to tell everybody that because I be listening to everybody, and this is what it ain't. No one was sentenced to death. Started off as anyway. I'm back. I'm on it. I got people that's ready to tell their stories in this car. It ain't just you. And it is a movement against violence. And it will be coming on real soon, maybe tomorrow.
Peace out. So, listen, y'all listen. Rich be appointing me to all kind of shit I don't be knowing I'm appointed to.
Well, hey, look. I remember. Well, maybe I was dreaming, but I could have swore I heard you say, because I've been thinking about it. So maybe I was thinking about it too hard, and while I was thinking, you said that you wanted to do
it. And my man, great voice, Wakanda out. Bye.